On point 2, I'm not sure what all it means. I know if you mail something in Belgrave and it's going to Brussels, or Brussels back to Belgrave, it still takes 6 days.
It's usually 14 from Brussels to Blythe.
Okay, well, Blythe's further down south.
I assume that it has to do with the Wingham arrangement. There are 2 postal boxes there, one for distant and one for local. And as far as I can tell, that's the only change, really, that we would notice.
I'm gathering that too. They told us there will be no loss of jobs or anything, just simply 1 box instead of 2, and I can't see where it's going to affect our town in any way, shape, or form.
Still gonna take 6 days to get a letter.
Okay.
Just a question.
Go ahead.
Is this something that, down the road, this could lead to more things as far as the mail goes? Is this something that we should put in a letter of objection to? Because this, to me, is just a start. They were back a few years ago, they were going to do away with the rural mailboxes, and we did put up a protest against it, and the rural mailboxes in the wide area stayed the same as they were. I just see that this is as a step back by not at least objecting to it. If we're all in favor of it, that's fine, but if we think it's going to not approve or continue our good service we've been getting, I think we do have the right to object to it.
Well, my belief is the postal system, they are trying to work themselves out of existence. Something the same as was done with a national railway system. It's definitely a step back, and if you make it so that service from courier systems can be faster, that's been one of the things that's been looked at. Councilor Bailey.
I think, Jim, this is only to do with the 2 boxes down to 1. I think the bigger issue here is emails. I think the loss of work.
Eventually,
Yeah, I think it's like Del Monte Canning Factory in Exeter. And I agree with you, but at this point in time, I think it's just a matter of 1 box instead of 2, and I think we should wait till something drastic happens to send that letter, because I don't think they're going to pay much attention to us saying 1 box.
well, at least they have a letter from us as council saying that they do not agree with this. Eventually, we will lose jobs over it.
Councilor Boswell.
I understand that they're working under a terrific deficit. They're losing money, and probably the next big move is going to be closing small town post offices entirely.
The whole government is working under a deficit, and I think this is just something that we should object to.
Yeah, well, I think it's something we have to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the relevant topic, though, but whatever.
If that was just discussion.
Well, I think that a motion that we send a letter of objection, at least it's on the paper that we don't agree with it.
We have a motion on the floor right now.
Well, it's just what he's been talking about.
Are you making that a motion?
I'll make that a motion. That we send
Okay,
a
I'll second it for
letter of
discussion.
objection.
Thank you. The wordsmithing of this will be interesting. Well, I feel that it may be a ratcheting down because as people retire from the Wingham Post Office, they will not be replaced with things like this happening, that they'll say the workload has gone down, so that it definitely is a step towards something else. Councillor Vaughan?
I would just suggest that the reply be a rather general one, that we're concerned about the continuation of effective service in these rural areas, and we are watching carefully to see that those services are maintained, rather than making a whole lot out of this one little amalgamation of two mailboxes.
Well, I know the time that we objected to the one in Blythe, of them closing the rural areas. Whenever I go to any conferences, I do meet Tim, and Tim does know that we are from Blythe,
Ah, good.
and he still remembers the letter of objection that came in. It did not happen, so
That's good.
I think we're just losing something by letting it go.
The mover and the seconder, what wording do you want then?
I think the wording should include something to the effect that there is a world outside of the large cities that depends on Canada Post Service for delivery of everything from our bank statements to our income tax notices. And the mail service is very important to our small communities, and I think sometimes Canada Post forgets there is a world outside of Toronto and Stony Creek.
Perhaps we could bring the parliamentary budget officer into this as well.
Oh, he's fired.
No,
He just
finished his term.
Okay. Get that. Okay, that's okay for the mover and the seconder. All those in favor of the motion? Carried.